Hello again from my kitchen and me. I think I'm gonna go right into it. So I've been thinking about why should you start creating, or why even do it? Like, no one's going to like it. No one's going to think it's art. No one's going to think it's worth something. But I think those are thoughts everyone who is a bit creative, just a tiny, tiny bit, knows. Like those self destroying thoughts of, yeah, you don't even try, it's not worth it. And I think those are actually quite healthy thoughts at the end of the day, because you, if you doubt yourself, and if you think things are not good enough or you're not good enough, you start questioning yourself. And they're not good. They're not healthy if you're not healthy. That's the main thing that has to be different. But when you're healthy and you're not at the moment really badly struggling with mental health, um, you're going to find yourself in the opportunity. So you're doubting yourself, and you think it's not good enough. And then you find yourself in the opportunity to self reflect, to go inside yourself and be, but does it have to be good enough? Does it need to have someone out there um, liking it? If does it is what I'm creating. No, the microphone just no, it's working again. Um, is what I'm is it okay? So when I create, is the most important thing that somebody's going to like it. Of course, at the end, somewhere on the path, it's important that someone's going to like it in when it comes to money, or making a living out of it or something. But we're talking about the start, about doing something. And quite frankly, you're not going to be good at it when you start something. So why start, right? And we came from there that it's self-reflection. So if you're doubting yourself, just what we said before, if you're doubting yourself and thinking you're not good enough, what you do is not worth doing, and you're in a state of mind that allows you to self-reflect, it's actually quite healthy, because then you can go like, okay, um, I can do it anyways because I like it. So if I like it, if I think it's good enough because it comes just from the right place within myself, and I like it, then that's all you need to start. And eventually, someone else, friends, family, or a stranger, sees it and be like, "Oh, that's great," and you're like, "Oh yeah, yeah, it is great because I did it." And then you came from when you doubt yourself, you reflected on yourself and went like, it's good because I like it. And then someone else comes and says it's good. You don't rely on them. And this is something so important. I learned that in therapy. So if you need the outside to tell you it's good enough, you're good enough, you're always trying, like, um you're always dependent on the outside, you most likely never do something just for yourself, because you always rely on, oh, is anybody going to see it, is anybody going to like it? You take maybe 30% from yourself, and the rest of 70% comes from the outside because they like it. And you take your energy from the outside. But this is not going to work, because then you end up having a really strange relationship with creativity, with yourself and the outside world, because you never only accept them or yourself for what they are or what you are, you always expect something from them. And this is not how the world works. This is not how creativity works. It's not about receiving something or expecting something or doing it so anybody will see it or just value it. You have to value it yourself. Otherwise, you will always end up in that circle. And you feel lonely at one point. I know that for myself, that I thought about painting or like photography. When I first thought about it, or when I already did paint or photograph, I was like, okay, how am I going to make a living out of it? Like, I filtered everything I created, I filtered it through something that was like, is anybody going to like it? Is it good enough? Um, like, have I seen something like that before? Do I know if people would pay for it? You filter that, and by the end of the day, you or yourself, you kill your creativity because you filtered it for the outside world. But creating comes from yourself. It's a giving gesture. It's a giving gesture, and you might receive something from it. So I believe that doubting yourself is something, actually, it can be healthy. And I think within creativity, we kind of need it, because otherwise we end up those arrogant, selfish people who are like, oh, why would I doubt myself? I know what I do is the greatest thing, and I don't have to grow. I don't have to reflect on myself. No, we are not those people. And we are who we are. And life is about going further into yourself and growing and reflecting and maybe taking a steps back, look at yourself, but never ever think that this is you're at the end of the road. Never ever think, okay, this is it. I'm the best. I don't have to reflect on myself, so or learn from other people. No. Living, as long as you're alive, there's never enough to learn. Like, you never reach the point where you can't learn anything anymore. It's just not going to happen. So stay within yourself, doubt yourself, reflect on yourself, grow with that. And if you can't grow with it, if you're stuck within those doubts, if you're stuck within, okay, but I'm the worst, I can't do anything, like everything I do sucks, then take some steps back. Look at your camera roll. Look at your camera roll. Go back a couple of years and say, wow, okay, this is where I come from. And this is who I am now. So even if you did not do anything, going to see that you changed. Somehow you changed. And living is about change. So, and maybe that will help you a little tiny bit to accept who you are now. That you went back all those years with your photos and found out, I've changed, and change is good. And I doubted myself back then as well, and I doubt myself today, but it's okay because I can grow as I did without even noticing. So, yes, this is about why should I start? And is believe in yourself. I think for me, that's how I end this video. Just believe in yourself no matter what you do. And yeah, happy to have you here.